God gives us life circumstances which match the concept we have of ourselves. I am making this video for my past self who used to go out and cold approach women in order to attract them. I want him to understand that there is a better way. Most men are facing a life circumstance where girls are rejecting them, where they do not have their ideal dating life. And in order to get rid of this life circumstance, they are relying on accumulating money or learning manipulative psychological hacks or upgrading their looks and social status. However, God will only give you the life circumstance where girls are easily attracted to you when you change who you think you are. In this video, you are going to learn how to convince your subconscious mind that you are a completely different, upgraded version of yourself. And now you deserve an amazing life. And when your subconscious mind gets convinced of this fact, people around you are just going to think that you're getting luckier, but only you know that you have done a lot of inner work. Do not be scared because it is going to be very simple if you have a sense of imagination. So, the first thing that you have to understand is your persistent imaginal activity is always creating your personal reality. And to test this, just think about a time where you were arguing with someone inside of your own mind and you got in the feeling of anger, confrontation inside of your own mind, but you forgot about this imaginal act. But soon enough, you actually had this argument and confrontation with the same person in your physical reality. Many people think that God has gifted this sense of imagination so that we can predict what things are going to happen to us in future. But actually they are wrong. Your imagination is there so that you can create the life circumstances that you want to experience. If every night before falling asleep, you completely relax your body and you start to imagine that you are already living your perfect dating life. The girls that you want are already in your arms. They are already complimenting you, touching you, kissing you. Your friends are already complimenting you for achieving this wonderful, amazing life. And you feel happy, you feel satisfied, you feel grateful that these wonderful things have finally happened to you. Then soon enough, all of this imagination is going to get outpictured into your screen of life. When you do this exercise properly, your subconscious mind will start to assume that you are now an attractive version of yourself and you will be rewarded with appropriate, wonderful life circumstances where girls are attracted towards you. They are compelled to notice you and compelled to want to be with you. This is why yogis called our physical reality as Maya. We think our physical world is so solid, it is so real, it has space, it has time, we can perceive it through our five senses, so it must be unchangeable. However, it is just an appearance in pure consciousness, it is an illusion. It can be completely controlled by our disciplined mental activities. And I understood this during COVID lockdown. At this time, I was dealing with anxiety, panic attacks, depression, and some days I felt like I just did not want to exist in the world anymore. I felt like my whole life was already predetermined by my past traumatic experiences and genetics. But by complete accident, I found this book called The Biology of Belief. This book introduced me to an idea that my emotional state is always either upregulating or downregulating my genetic expression, which means my body, my biology is subject to my own mind. When I learned this information, I immersed myself in the study of mind body connection. And all the experts of mind body connection were telling me the exact same thing, which is my mind not only influences my body, but it is actually influencing my whole physical reality. The life circumstances, the life events, life situations, people that come in my life are all getting influenced by my own mental activities. This idea was not just interesting to me, it could actually explain my whole life because when I looked back, whenever I was drowning in the emotion of negativity or guilt for a sustained period of time, All of a sudden, my life went to crap. Relationships started to become chaotic. People used to treat me bad, and life felt like one big problem after another. Conversely, when I used to feel happier, confident, light, life used to feel easy. Relationships flowered, and people used to be nice towards me. So this was not coincidence. This was not random. I figured that whatever goes on inside of my own internal world of thoughts and feelings always shows up in my external world. When I understood this, I stopped going out in order to cold approach women and attract them. I stopped reading all these weird psychology books in order to fix my mental health issues. Instead, I simply learned how to change my inner world. I learned how to meditate correctly. And when I did that, all these annoying mental health issues started to lose their grip on me, and my dating life became effortlessly easy. So, when you hear the word meditation, you do not have to think of some guy who is living at the top of Himalayas, wearing some yellow robes, doing some hand mudras, and just breathing. Meditation is a way to combine imaginal activities with elevated emotions so that you can create wonderful life circumstances for you and for people around you. But before diving into meditation, there is an uncomfortable fact that you must know. There are three levels of men in our world. The first level is called the uninitiate NPC. This guy does not know that his life circumstances directly originate from his mental activities. And instead of disciplining his mental activities, he focuses on maximizing his looks or money or social skills so that he can create a good dating life. However, it's never going to happen. But if life decides to initiate this guy, maybe by exposing him to these kinds of videos, then he has a chance to ascend to level 2. The level 2 man is called the awakening creator because he now starts to awaken to the fact that your own subconscious assumptions is always creating life circumstances around you. And the way to change your subconscious assumptions is to use your imagination and emotions wisely. So he learns how to meditate, he learns how to visualize. But the problem is, after his meditation session is over and he opens his eyes, he immediately starts to become desperate. He starts checking his phone to see if that girl has texted him back or not. However, there is the third level of men, and this is where you should aspire towards. This level is what I like to call the master alchemist. This guy knows that feeling is the secret. He has learned the art of Yoga Nidra. If you do not know what Yoga Nidra is, it is a process where you guide your attention through your body parts until your body achieves a state of relaxation. Your breathing rate slows down, your brain waves slow down, you get an access to your subconscious mind, you are connected to the generous, eternal present moment. The master alchemist knows how to provide all the sensory vividness to his visualization act. He can vividly imagine that the dating life he wants is already his. He can visualize that the girl he wants is already in his arms. She is already complimenting him, saying things like, "Oh my God, I'm so lucky to have you in my life." He can even smell the perfume on these beautiful women's bodies inside of his own mental drama. His brain starts to believe that all these wonderful things are happening to him in real time. He convinces himself of the truth of this imaginal act because he can provide all the sensory vividness to his mental drama. He has a disciplined attention, so he mentally rehearses this imaginal act over and over again until he starts to feel the elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, victory, satisfaction, and thrill. He can sustain these elevated emotions for a long period of time because the longer he can be in this elevated mood, the faster he convinces himself of the truth of his imaginal act. Then his imaginal act must get externalized into his physical reality because that is a spiritual law. The best part is, after his meditation session is over, he is not desperate. He simply lets go. He lets the world reshuffle itself until whatever he has visualized actually materializes in his physical reality. He confidently expects that all of his imaginal acts must happen in his life. Now, if you're listening up to this point, you belong to one of two categories of guys. The first one is you understand everything in this video intellectually, but you go back to your life and you repeat the same old pattern. The second guy, you are ready to let your nervous system experience what it is like to become a master alchemist. If you're the second guy, listen to me carefully. I have created something called the emotion pill, not as content, not as motivation, but as a guided meditation experience. This experience is going to put you into the exact state that I have described. You are going to notice that your body has relaxed, your breathing rate has slowed down, your analytical, chattering mind has stepped aside, and you are able to generate all these elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, victory, satisfaction, thrill without any effort. The best part is you will come out of this meditation complete and whole and satisfied because only this feeling of satisfaction, not desperation, is going to rearrange your reality completely. I have kept this experience paid on purpose because free information is going to create spectators, but a paid experience creates true transformation. If you want this 6-minute guided meditation experience emotion pill, just click the link that is present in the pinned comment section down below. Write me emotion pill and I will provide you all the details. Now, I also offer one-to-one personalized premium coaching for a few men who are ready to upgrade their dating life in the fastest rate possible. These men have already gotten some sort of monetary success in their life. They have already applied all the superficial advice that society likes to give to men. They have gone out, cold approached women. They have worked on their confidence. They have upgraded their social skills. But they have come to realize that real attraction can only happen from your internal state. So, if you want to work with your subconscious mind, your imagination, your attention, your emotions, and you want to change your self concept at a root level so that your attraction towards girls becomes effortless and natural, this coaching is for you. Just send me a text by clicking the link that is present in the pinned comment section down below, and we will get started quick.